My name is Dr. Teresa Triscritti, aka the Marriage Doctor. And today I'm going to answer the question, how do you open a line of communication with your spouse, especially when you have to say something that might be hurtful? Before I answer that question, let me just mention that I have spasmodic dysphonia. So my words might sound kind of choppy. So opening up a line of communication is really important for couples. So in your relationship, hopefully you've gotten to that point where you're able to have an open dialogue, being able to express your emotions without taking something too personally. A lot of that starts from the basic foundation of respecting one another. So this is one of the questions that I usually ask myself if I need to bring up something that might be difficult. I need to find out, first of all, if it's something that is really important. I gotta bring it up. Then I have to think about, is this going to help the other person? When I do bring up an issue that might be a little hurtful or a lot hurtful, I have to say it in a way where it's a loving voice. I've got good body language. I'm not doing an angry face. I'm trying to do a neutral face, or maybe something like a kind face. And I don't even know if that makes sense to you, but it's just the way you think. Okay, like right now I'm thinking about smiling, so I'm smiling. So if I wanted to do like a mad face, I could do that. So what you're trying to do is to make your face kind of match your emotion. So if you're angry, I don't think that's a good time to bring up something that might hurt the other person. So you're better off waiting. So now that you've evaluated yourself, I would try to think about the environment. You don't want to bring up something if there's a lot of distraction. You want to make sure the TV's off. You want to make sure that there aren't any kids running around. Another thing too is make sure that your stomach isn't empty. So if both of you are super hungry and then you bring up this topic, it's just probably going to escalate because everyone's hungry. So make sure that you eat something first. And I guess what I would do is to start the conversation trying to find out how they're doing. How was your day? Did you have a good day? Whatever. Try to do that instead of pouncing on them and, hey, I got to talk about something. You don't want to do that. Make sure that you are in a comfortable environment. Maybe sit on a comfortable chair or a couch, sofa. When you sit and you're talking to this person, I would, look them square in the face. So when you're sitting, if you're sitting on a couch together, make sure you angle your body so that way you're facing a person. Make sure that your arms aren't crossed, that everything's open. You've got like an open posture. And make sure that your voice is soft. And you can start off by saying something like, you know that I love you. I mean, even, I'm thinking about it. Anytime you're going to start off with something that's difficult, I think the person is going to pick up on it anyway. So even if you start off with that or whatever, I just think that the person's going to pick up on it. You know your spouse, so you know what they're going to do or react. And so you're trying to let down their guard because you're wanting them to hear what you have to say. So even when you are talking, make your voice like a little lower, so that way it's more of a soothing voice. I don't have a soothing voice, but you lower your voice so it's a little more smooth and soothing. If you have to, write down what you need to say so that way you can say it and you don't forget and you don't get sidetracked. This is a thing too. You have to evaluate, is your spouse going to actually listen to what you have to say? And let's say that you realize, I don't think my spouse is really going to hear what I'm going to say. Well, then that would be a good time to find somebody to kind of mediate. Sometimes it's good to see a counselor, even if it's just something minor, because a counselor could actually help with some skills like communication. For instance, how to talk with one another about difficult things. And if you have a good counselor, that counselor is going to help you practice, come up with certain scenario and see how you guys are going to handle it. So if you're at a situation where you realize you don't really have like an open communication with your spouse, that's something that you can work on. And you can go to counseling, just work on opening up the line of communication. So that is my answer to that question. And if you have any questions or suggestions for me, then please leave a comment. And my name is Dr. Teresa Triscritti, aka the Marriage Doctor, and I will see you again next time. Have a great day, and God bless you.